So today we're going to be discussing Bitcoin flying past 70K today. It's already back at 69K, but it did go past 70K. Could we see new all-time highs very soon? Of course, we're going to be talking about Pizza Ninjas taking on New York City. That's going to happen next week in the flesh. You're going to see me and my boy Chris. We did have just somebody jump in. Dogfather, what's up, man? We're going to get to you in just a minute. Actually, just started going through it right now. So we will be in New York City next week, literally on a pizza tour with Scott's Pizza Tours, who does pizza tours all around New York City. He's famous for it. We're going to talk about that later in this episode. We're going to be talking about some more runes, about the prophecy myth that just dropped a little over a week ago. I don't know if you know this, but there is actually utility for that mint. If you haven't seen that yet, we're going to talk about it here, talk about some of the egg speculation that's been going around, and so much more. This show is on X and YouTube. If you're seeing it right now, be sure to interact in any kind of way. You can hop in on the comments section. We'll be able to pull you up on screen, be able to like it, share, do all those fun Twitter and YouTube things. For more updates on Ninja Alerts, Pizza Ninjas, and all those things, follow at TO. We just got a new Pizza Ninjas community account that we'll be pointing out in just a few minutes. And you can, of course, follow Ninja Alerts for more updates. With all that being said, what is up, guys? How's it going today?
That's good, dude. I'm excited about this pizza bus. That's kind of what I'm thinking about. It's something about all of these different pizza places in New York City and a bus full of ninjas and going to eat pizza. I'm here for it. So I can't wait, bro.
I'm here for it too, man. Dogfather, glad you could join us today. How's it going today, man?
GM, yeah, thanks for having me, man. I'm so happy that the summertime is making it possible for me. It's like 10 p.m., but if the summertime kicks in here as well, it's a bit too late for me. So I'm happy to join. And
so you are breaking up. Is that just
like
me?
An underwater ninja.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the most interesting like breaking up because it's not like it's necessarily like dropping. It's just like a consistent like underwater. That's a good way to put it. Is there like another? Could you maybe switch to Wi-Fi or another network or something?
Oh, sorry. Don't you hear me well or what?
I hear you 100% better now.
Okay, sorry. No, I was just trying some cool thing, just pressing a button that I'm unmuted. So but that obviously was not working well. So yeah, just let me just repeat. Yeah, no, that's so cool because I'm in Central Europe, so it's like 10 p.m. right now. So that's cool because the summertime haven't saved our energy bills here yet because otherwise it's a bit too late. Yeah, so much going on. I'm not coming to New York City, but I'm already so jealous that you guys are having a blast over there. That's definitely, and there's so many other things going on there. Yeah, it will definitely be a blast.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the other things, but I don't know if I'm allowed to say yet. But ninjas are going to have their hands in a couple of events over there that I'm very much looking forward to. So I will be there next week. Very much looking forward to the pizza tour. Tons of cool stuff around that. Tons of cool stuff that the ninjas are doing over there. Chris, by the way, if you don't know Dogfather, ninja mentor, long-term ninja supporter, writes some of the best long-form content like on Twitter about ordinals, about runes, about all that. I love his insights. I think one of the things that he executes the most in, and Chris, you do a good job at this too, is like really tackling that like niche in the ecosystem that's needed. And so for Dogfathers, I just think his like, I don't want to say his long form posts are very well like broken down and layered, in my opinion. I'll actually show you an example, and I kind of want to talk about this too, just while we're on the subject. He recently wrote a post on Runestone versus R6. I'm going to pull this up right now. We are seeing a pullback a little bit in the market all around. I would say R6 are getting hit the hardest. As somebody who wrote up this post about it, though, could you kind of give us the TLDR while we're kind of looking at it?
Yeah, sure. Happy to do that. I mean, this was motivated by so many questions I received in spaces and via DMs. So what are the differences between like Runestone and all the pre-miners like ASIC? And the main difference is that all the pre-miners like ASIC are basically like virtual miners. So there's wear and tear because at the end of right before the halving, there are no runes to be mined. So the fair value of the ASIC ordinal will fall over time. And this also explains why the ASIC value, so the ordinal value, is going down. because almost 50% of the ASIC runes are already mined if you follow the equations that they're giving. So I'm not surprised at all that the price is going up more than other ordinals. That's just how it should be. And it may not go to zero because, could be that there's like a second round of whatever kind of second rune that's mined with these ordinals, or that there are some airdrops that give some value. But without airdrops, without the second kind of like series of runes that these ASICs could mint, basically the value should go to zero, just financially, right? I mean, maybe some people want to collect them. They're like proud to have them and whatnot, but just financially, they should go to zero. While with the rune stones, it's exactly the opposite. This is just an ordinal that allows you to receive another airdrop, namely a rune token airdrop. And obviously, there is no value in holding the runestone token now, the ordinal. You could just be a very smart guy and do something else with your money and just hop into the runestone space the day before the halving, just based on the rune token that's being, airdropped to you, without all the other airdrops you receive right now. Just so this was a very kind of simplistic picture to show the difference between the runestone and all the pre-miners. And plus, now you have to add all the complexity back to the model where you receive other airdrops and the like. But just like the broad picture is, while the runestone token will go up in value closer to the halving, just because people understand the ecosystem better, they understand more what's going on. There will be crazy hype, and while the ASICs and all the other pre-miners, they rather go down in value. That's very important, I think, very fundamental to understand.
Yeah, man. I completely get it. That's kind of been my idea since the beginning of the R6 meta protocol, is the fact that this is something that has a time limit on it that's ticking, because it's, the earlier you were, the better. You start mining, and the more you mine, the less yield it has for the buyer. So other than like whatever you call it, just like the community or the sentimental value, or maybe this qualifies you for an airdrop or something like that, the value is literally decreasing every day as far as that goes. But the value of what you're anticipating, these runes to be, could be going up. So that's kind of the bet. A lot of people already know this, but some people might have got burned, because there's a lot of hype and influencers involved with all these things, not just that. So these are good things to know. I'm glad we have writers like you that are very non-biased. Like this is what this is. This is what this is. And this is how you should approach both of these, because you need to understand those things before just like diving right in. We got Gray in the chat saying BitBrawl and Soul. I'm not too sure on the context of that. I wonder if it was some kind of exploit, because he said safety, look what you signed. Saw a couple of safety issues. I do want to go to something real quick that I glanced over, not we, that was kind of important today. So we did, as I mentioned earlier, we did see Bitcoin. I'll share my screen again. We did see Bitcoin break 70K again, which is insane, because Bitcoin was literally at like 63K a week ago. Let's see, around 61,000. It hit the 61,000 range not even a week ago. We bounced back up above 70K today. I'm not saying this is for sure the reason, but as you can see during we're kind of green, but the last 24 hours are pretty red across the board. It looked like that there's just a lot of uncertainty around the U.S. regulations right now. Watch a Guru, this one kind of viral. 1.4 million, but a lot of people are talking about it. Basically that the U.S. government indicted KuCoin and two of the founders on criminal charges, citing a multi-billion-dollar criminal conspiracy. Basically, all of crypto Twitter is talking about the fact that, how many exchanges can we trust? And again, at the end of the day, the basis of crypto is the fact that we don't really need these exchanges. They're just there for convenience and because they help the number go up. But besides that, you can use DeFi, literally use DeFi. And so I don't. That's just some macro news for you. If you're kind of maybe tuning into YouTube, this is on Twitter and on YouTube. If you're maybe tuning in, haven't related to the Bitcoin price. Oh shoot, it's up 10% over the week, but it's down. It's going down today. That might kind of affect some things. Of course, there's a lot more at play there. But yeah, of course, we can go back into the not so macro of the R6 and runestones, man. On the runestones front, we did an open edition last week. I hope you all meant it. It was called the Prophecy. And the Prophecy, if you didn't follow up, is actually a utility mint. If you weren't familiar with that, AJ said you're scaring me, Chris. We're going to zero, AJ. We're going to zero, straight from 70K to zero. So the Prophecy, what does this do? What is it? It actually used Leonidas's ninja. If you didn't know, Leonidas has a ninja that he had since mint. And he's holding a runestone. It looks really cool. And in his actual ninja, I think he's actually holding a he's holding a Bitcoin block. Hamoon said Bitcoin rune season is coming up. It absolutely is. That's what we're talking about on the show. I do want to talk about the Prophecy mint real quick because I think this is pretty cool. This is an open edition mint that I would say went viral. I think it got over 40,000 mints. I can go check that in just a second. But if you missed this is something important that you need to look out for. This Prophecy, the thing that costs it costs $10 to mint. I don't know what it is on secondary right now. It's probably 40 or 50. I have no idea. It gives you early access to our Ninja Alerts tool. I actually don't know which information is public on this, so let me just make sure I don't say anything that's not public. So yeah, Trevor actually said a lot in this tweet. I didn't realize how much he revealed right here, but this is going to be a wallet watching and alerts at this level. Bitcoin Ordinals, runes, Ethereum, and Solana coming soon. And you're gonna get access to all of this, early access to all of this, for holding one of these Prophecy NFTs. And then of course the beta access, which is going to give you this whole other layer up in the ecosystem and earlier than the Prophecy, is going to be for our Pizza Ninjas community. Did I hit anything that you guys didn't know there?
I think the only thing was I think we saw the other day, they said the early access starting as soon as this week or next week.
I think it's starting as early as this week. Granted, I'm going to be in NFT, or I'm going to be, both of us are going to be in NYC next week. So, it's going to be a bummer if we're in NYC and then it comes out there. But
yeah, well, and also the other thing too that you didn't say was now there was even actually another free mint for the Prophecy holders in the Discord as well for Pizza Ninjas, and that was, what's this one called? Whispers of the Ancient Stone.
Yes.
That's pretty
actually
cool.
Completely forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Just been one thing after the other, man. I need to go see the Prophecy, how much it actually meant. I know Trevor's post about it went viral. It got it got over 500,000 views on Twitter. The Prophecy itself got 45,000. I think they did leave it open and rounded it up maybe to 45. I don't remember exactly how that happened, but it was basically 44,000 something mints. So they made it a nice even number of 45,000 items, which is crazy.
That's so dope.
Do you guys know? I mean, what was the largest open edition on Gamma? I think 45,000 sounds pretty large, and I'm not sure whether that wasn't even the largest on Gamma.
Might be, yeah.
For an Ordinals project, that's got to be the largest. That would be my guess.
Because there are not that many large ones, and this was only possible because all the runestone holders were allowed to mint one, and typically you don't have these. I mean, maybe BTC machines, they also have large communities, but otherwise you have the 10Ks, a handful, but no, I mean not 45,000 wallets. So I would say, I mean, that's something I can dive in together with Odd Data, my data expert, helping me to have a look whether that's really the largest Gamma mint.
Yeah, Nick, the co-founder of Gamma, says that this could be the largest ever open edition on Bitcoin for quite some time.
Damn. Crazy.
Ninja's making history, and speaking of which, going to make history as one of the coolest events that I've seen done in the space, which is a pizza tour. That's going to be in NFT NYC next week. Time is running thin to sign up. There's limited spots, because it's a bus and a bus can only fit so many people. So if you're going to be in New York and you have a Ninja, be sure to get signed up. I'll go ahead and show that with you right here. So it's exactly what it sounds like. We are going to get on a bus and be brought around by Scott's Pizza Tour. And it's going to be an immersive pizza tour experience. I literally cannot wait for this. It's so exciting. I'm also just excited just to like hang out with a bunch of people that I've been talking to for so long. And there's actually gonna be 2 tours because there's gonna be one on the 4th, one on the 5th. Here's just some of the pizza locations that like we have VIP to. Literally to sign up, you just go to the link that's on Trevor's, or you could ask for this like in Discord or something. And it just takes you through this like 1 minute, like, proof of Ninja and just a couple questions. It's super easy. It took me like 2 minutes to sign up for or less. So very much looking forward to that. And some things around that as well that have yet to be revealed. It's going to be a really good time.
Dude, you know what? I'm actually hoping as a result from this being, because I'm sure we're going to have such a blast. Dude, I want more party bus things. How is that not a thing? Like, listen, I'm in LA area, so like, why is there not some sort of a bus that takes us to Vegas? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, man, for
like,
sure.
Can this be the new meta, please? Please, for summer?
I like it a lot. I think the reason that it's not a common thing is because it is inclusive. And a lot of the NFT events that I went to, it's like they're like slightly inclusive, but they also like want to like show that they, packed out. So it's kind of like bring a friend or bring a couple of friends or know a person or whatever. But I mean, we're going to have to deny people on this. Like, it's got to be for holders only. We have to be like super strict about it because there's only so many spots on the bus. And so it's a very like, real experience. And, I would say that's one of the positives to having, right now our 1,500 piece collection, because that's only like, 1,500 different people that like, and not even that, there's like, I don't know, the holder count, like 1,200 or something like that. That's less holders, than like somebody with like a 10,000 collection that they have to try to like, get everybody on. Cause you don't want a lot of people showing up and holding your project and not able to get on. So we kind of have an advantage to be able to do something intimate like this right now because, our collection is relatively small.
Totally. No, I mean, I think it'd be cool to see like different iterations of this and how people can make like some really cool events, because all I know is last time I was in New York for NFT NYC, dude, I think I went to 50 parties. I think I actually went to 50. Like I was like, who was paying for all this? This is crazy. I went so many different places in that short amount of time, but I'm like, I would rather just be with the same group and us not have to all individually Uber. One of my buddies paid for the dudes that like take you places on the bike, and he got swindled into that thinking that it was like gonna be like this right around the corner. Dude spent like $150 for me and him to have a romantic little ride through Manhattan. It's like,
oh my gosh, that's wild. Dude, Ubers are like the like unexpected, always for me. It's like now I know because it's fresh in my mind, but like I always factor in some prices and then like I don't really factor in Ubers into my budget. And like, dude, Ubers like add up quick. I mean, East Denver, just to like get from the airport to the city was like $90 Uber.
Yeah, it's $100 Uber for sure from JFK to, to like Times Square. It ain't gonna be cheap.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're going on these trips, you're not renting a car, which renting a car would not be ideal in New York. That's something to factor in to these, but it's gonna be a good time, man. There's a lot of other Ordinals events going on. Gamma is having a party, and it's gonna be a really cool one. That's going to be, let me make sure that everything is set in stone. I'll get back to you on that later on this. Yeah, okay, they do have it up and going. It's the Having Party. It's going to be by Gamma and Scribing Atlantis, and a couple of other partner communities. I'm actually involved with some of these communities, so very much looking forward to that as well.
Dude, I always call it the Havening, and I know it's wrong. Having is, I don't know, for some reason harder for me to say. I hear so many people say Havening, and I don't know where that came from.
It's Happening, yeah. It's happening. That's literally the name of the party is Happening.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I actually don't know where that distinction comes in. I think it is technically right to say halvening, but like halving just makes sense because like you're halving the amount of supply that miners can mine. And like, it's like you're splitting something in half. So to me, it just makes sense in my head. But I think the actual term correctly is halvening. And that's what they're actually calling this event. It's literally spelled like I'll just pull it up. It's literally spelled like HALVENING.
Yeah, it's like happening, but it's the having is happening. So it's the happening. Or it's evening.
So this is going to be on the 3rd, and this is happening. So this is going to be the night before our pizza tours. Lots of more information coming out on this that I'm really excited about. So stay tuned for the happening event. It's going to be cool. I hope if you're a Ninja holder that you're going to be there, and that I'm able to meet you a day before I meet all the other holders. Hamoon said, is it recommended to have a ledger specific for ordinals? I would recommend a ledger specific for ordinals. Some people don't really care. They're not like, they're good just to ride with the ledger they already have. I personally like to play it safe because Ledger Live does not support ordinals. And so you don't want to accidentally send like a ordinal to using Ledger Live or to your Ledger Live. So you actually have to make like an Xverse. Like you have to like add your wallet inside Xverse, inside Ledger to like interact with the ordinals and like send and receive. I just want to have a separate wallet for all that personally. I don't know. Do you guys have any thoughts on that?
I feel like a bozo because I want to get, like move my Ninja. Dude, I've actually been meaning to bring that up. I just need to get it out of the wallet that I minted from specifically because, dude, they dropped so much stuff in that wallet. There's all kinds of weird things in there. I don't know what any of it is, and like I don't trust any of it.
Well, dude, lay it out. Like some of it might be valuable. What you got?
Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna tell you some of the stuff that I'm looking at in here.
Yeah.
So I have 1,976 bull coins. I don't know what bull is.
All right, skip over that.
And I've got Dogi, and I've got 19 billion, and it goes like 6969696, like of Dogi. It's like Doge, but it's obviously not.
So that's actually there's like a DRC20 token called Doji. So yeah, it's probably a scam if you're getting it over Bitcoin. Okay. Is there any ordinals in there? I mean, those are ordinals, but like non.
The newest one is what's it called? Game of Block. That's the newest one.
I got one of those too. That's like one of the only ones I didn't look at.
I think you have to like use it. It's like you could gamble to get something better. I don't really know. I barely.
You have to gamble, man. That's the whole purpose. So you get those things, and if you don't risk, then the picture's changing, and rather than just having one of these phases, you have two and then four and so on. But if you can stop it, then it's like more valuable, and I guess more runes are minted. They haven't specified that. And the fun thing is, it's super risky to avoid the split because only 1% of everyone who's doing that is actually capable to do that. They have also some technical glitches because I did that. Obviously, like as a true degen, I have to try that. and then there was just some crazy error. So I don't know. Maybe it's not so 100% like solid yet. So I risked one out of my game of blocks, and it was not working out somehow. So I was not kind of like, I didn't die, but I also not morphed into the cool kind of like legendary form. I don't know. I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm
You're in purgatory.
I don't know, some quantum state.
Nice. Yeah, but that's it. Other than that, I got some fake Fox coin. It's not Fox Inu, but it's got a different Fox logo. Like, and that's, they got all the 420, 69, 69, 69, like just a bunch of weird stuff. So I think it's definitely ledger time for this ninja. Chris, you're muted, dude.
I was wondering. I thought you guys just like weren't like paying attention to me. I was like,
talking right over you.
Yeah. It's all good, man. Sure. I was just used to it. Not from you guys, from other spaces. So yeah, Becca said that, hey Chris, if you link your wallet to Ledger, can you still receive airdrops? Yes, you can still receive airdrops. I don't even know when I got muted. I probably said like 100 things in between then.
It was just like probably 15 seconds or so max.
Oh, okay, cool.
You're good.
Cool. Poppy, what's up? Got the Ninja PFP. Let's go, the little frog. Yeah, I think one of the things I asked, I don't remember if you guys answered this or not. Is this something you have to like to gamble? Like, do you have to like trigger it? Like, do you like have to interact with it, or how's that work?
Yeah, you have to do something, and that's why I like the project. So I'm not involved with it at all. I'm just had two and gamble it with one. So you have to reinscribe the set, and I guess 99% of the people haven't tried that out, including me, because typically that's not what you do on Uniset and the plain vanilla inscription services. So you reinscribe the same set, and that's just like two platforms, I think, Luminex and another one where you can do that. And I think just that alone is why I like the project. And they had like 5,000, of these inscriptions, reinscribed with just some text, just like to trigger that. And then the original inscription has a sense of what is reinscribed. And then, they have some randomization. So it's pretty smart just to try that out and to do that. And I mean, we all love innovation, right? So you have to interact with that. And we just wanted to have a look at some data, how many reinscriptions were there before, because I guess that this is like the collection with the most reinscriptions. Like 5,000 to me sounds like nobody else did that before at that scale.
Dude, we're playing peekaboo with its coma.
Yeah, it's Coma's kind of like in and out on us. It's like he wants to join, but not quite. That's cool. I had an interactive set recently. It was called like a rune totem. Were you familiar with that, Dogfather?
No, this one not so much. I mean, there are so many, and I only read up on stuff where I see something interesting on you, because just like the 20th pre-rune thing that is dropping something to people, and I don't see anything like that kind of really catch my interest, then I'm just like skipping it. So I don't know. No, never really.
Well, it just popped in my wallet, the runes totem, and I went to the website and I had to like, in order to like earn runes with it, I had to send it to a burn address. So like this thing was worth like 0.005, so it was worth a couple $100. But I was like, I'm just gonna take the risk and like send it to the burn address. And it still doesn't show that I like accumulated any runes from doing that. So I just completely just like set a couple $100 on fire. That felt real nice. That would have, that could have bought me and Chris a steak dinner in New York, but instead I just sent it to a burn wallet.
Look, Chris, and both of you are Chris, so that's good. I addressing the two of you. I think there's just two strategies here. One is you immediately sell in the first hype everything you get, just like get it out. And the other thing is you interact with the stuff and have fun and experience it. I think there's nothing in between, right? And I think you have to find some balance. I thought to myself, look, just take that as a gift, keep it, and play around with that, with the stuff I find interesting. But I mean, look, you get, let's say, an airdrop every day or so. If you always think about, should I keep it, should I sell it, should I do something, I think just go to either camp A or B and then stick to it. Otherwise, just taking too much of your time.
Talking about these, I did actually. So yeah, it was runes totems. I sent to that burn address and never to be seen again. I did get one of those. I saw this going around I apparently got 2 airdrops in the last 2 days that I didn't even look at. One of them is called a game stone. I saw these on my timeline. It's like a rune with like blue crystals coming out of it. Are you guys familiar with that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I mean, this was like has been dropped by the Legends BTC machine guys, and they actually even teamed up with the owner of the 8 BTC auctioned original runestones. So basically the grandfather of all the runestones. And they have actually a game you need to own some CBIT as well, which is the BRC20 of the BTC machine ecosystem. And then they raffle away 77 runestones, which is a pretty massive airdrop. And so this is a game. And now, if you don't have CBIT, maybe the game stone is not that interesting to you at the moment. But obviously, the BRC20 token increased in price quite a bit because people wanted to play, right? Many have, the runestones and the game stones, and then they just picked up some CBIT. And the CBIT itself also have the nice feature that this will also turn into a rune token after the halving. So it has like the two effects. Now you can participate in the game if you have some, and then it's also becoming a rune token. So I would say this is kind of like a marketing tool and a marketing stunt for the BRC20 and the upcoming room.
That makes sense. Thanks for the information, Dogfather. It's great to have you on here tonight, just spitting some knowledge on us. It's Komar. Are you here to stay this time or what?
Man, screw my internet, dude. Honestly, like I have the Norton application installed on my computer, and I think it like blocks my IP address for some reason. So yeah, I was having some internet issues, but I'm here. I'm sorry I'm a little late. Web 2 life. What are you gonna do?
Web 2 life, man. I don't remember what that's like.
Not everyone can do their work without their pants, Chris.
Yeah. The life of a content creator.
Life of a content creator. Oh,
Well,
we
it's
have
good to have
Dogfather
you,
here.
man.
I've already been replaced.
Good. Guys, what are pants? I don't have pants, man.
Yeah, we replaced you with Dogfather. We didn't think you were ever coming back, so he's the new regular on the show. He's been dropping some gemstones for us, some game stones for us, some rune stones, all kinds of things. We've been talking about the just kind of recap you. We talked about and everybody who's sitting into the space right now. Bitcoin is back over 70K. It's because I mentioned it, and literally like BlackRock and some of the biggest institutions are like watching this show right now with you, and they're buying in as we're talking about it. So it just makes sense.
I think it's because I came into the room.
Dude, literally, you came in. It was like 69K when we started the show. It just went over 70K. I'm not going to be surprised if it's at an all-time high before we conclude the show. Like it's just running right now. Pretty cool to see. We were talking about how some exchanges, like KuCoin, are kind of facing some charges from the U.S. and some pressing from the U.S., but Bitcoin doesn't seem to care about that. Big money doesn't seem to care about that. Matter of fact, one might even say that big money controls the press that goes out. But let's not talk about some conspiracies on this show. Let's just go straight to the facts, and that's that ninjas are having a good time. Party at NFT NYC next week with a bus tour. We got some cool drops coming up. We talked about this in the past. I got a little bit of alpha for this. It was all publicly shared at some point, but I condensed it for you guys. We got these eggs coming up, okay? As you see by our beautiful Pizza Ninjas community page, hide your ninjas. So why did they post that? This is layered, okay? So one, you're gonna want to have either Megapunk or Pizza Ninjas. The Pizza Ninjas will probably, I don't remember what's set in stone and what's not. The Pizza Ninjas are going to obviously have the largest allocation of this, but this is a collab with Megapunks. So they're going to be having allocations as well because we're working on them with this. The reason I said hide your ninjas is that any ninja that is listed is not going to qualify for this airdrop. We had this conversation a couple of weeks ago. I tried to give you guys the alpha on.
Chris, wait. What is this listing thing people are talking about all the time? I don't know. What kind of feature are you talking about? I don't know.
You guys make money off NFTs?
Yeah, bro. Some people are crazy enough to try to sell their really expensive assets, for money or Bitcoin or whatever. And I don't really get it either. I prefer just to hold liquid JPEGs. But for those of that just want to list their liquid JPEGs, you might want to delist those because only unlisted JPEGs are able to qualify for this. So keep that in mind as you see this little egg dancing around your timeline.
Chris, you got fact checked by Mr. Owens himself.
Oh no! I feel like I don't miss a beat, and then I see Trevor come in, and it's always the thing that I miss. What do you say? Megapunks and ninjas have the same allocation, but because ninjas are smaller collection, we'll get more per. Okay, that's on base with what I was saying. So the allocation size. What I missed is the allocation size is the same. but because there's less ninjas, like the ninjas are getting more, which is what I said. Ninjas are getting more allocation. Ninjas are getting more than each Megapunk, but it's the same allocation. Does that make sense? Okay. Trevor explained it better than
It
I
sounds
did.
like I'll get 2 of these because I own a ninja, and then a Megapunk would only get half of one.
Exactly, because
No,
the
I'm
ninja.
trolling right now.
No, that's correct. It's but because the ninja collection is smaller,
Yeah, makes sense.
so it's there's more for us. It's just like if the Megapunks did a bus, only a fraction of the Megapunks could get on the bus, opposed to all the ninjas are gonna fit on the bus. Going back to the tours, I'm glad Trevor was there to clear that up because I didn't want to throw the Megapunks under the dirt. I'm just here to obviously sing the ninjas some praise, and so I'm excited for some eggs. Are you guys excited for this?
I am.
What's in it?
Well, that's TBA. I don't know. Maybe we'll have a New York exclusive announcement. Aren't you going to be in New York at Tacoma, but like not hanging out with us?
Sperm alarm, man. That's obvious. It's sperm.
It's Smurf sperm.
It's gonna be a baby ninja.
I'm arriving Friday, actually. So I'm gonna arrive at the last day. So hopefully I could be chosen for that ninja bus tour. But yeah, we'll see.
Oh, so you did apply for it?
I did apply for it. So
Okay,
yeah,
cool,
even if
cool.
I don't get chosen, I'll just try to run towards the bus. I'll get there like about 30 minutes later.
Yeah, I'll decide whether to let you in or not. Hopefully, no, we should be good. Like I said, the bus is limited, but I think it's gonna be fine. Last I checked, it was close to being filled. I don't think it was yet, but I don't know for sure. I don't have that, but I hope you can make it, man. I would love to have you there. Might have to kick somebody off. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna kick one of our holders off. Yeah,
you already kicked me off this episode, so
you kicked yourself off this episode, but we're still rolling with it. There was an announcement too. Just 1 week left. So we've talked about this quite a few times, but just to catch those up that might be tuning in for the first time, we do a monthly leaderboard where ninjas can nominate other ninjas for prizes. And so basically, like if somebody does something you like a lot, like Chris makes like a cool graphic for your ninja, for you to post, and you're happy that Chris did that for you, you literally just type /pizza and you send Chris a pizza. If Chris has more pizzas than It's Coma because It's Coma was late to the party and didn't show up enough to get all the other pizzas, then Chris gets rewarded Bitcoin at the end of every month. On top of that, it's 0.02 Bitcoin, which, by the way, I mean, with Bitcoin at 70K, I'm not super fast at math. Let me go real quick to this converter. I mean,
$140, right?
Yeah, 1,400.
1,400 bucks.
Oh shit!
Hey, someone nominate me, bros. Come on.
What are you guys doing?
What are we doing these episodes for?
Everybody's talking about whitelist or like I don't know, airdrops or whatever. You should be grinding this out. When I say grinding this out, obviously the point of this is to have contributing members of the community. This isn't like a system to be farmed or gamed. Like we manually audit it. And we actually even talked about this in the update. We kind of put some more rules in place, like max of 2 nominations of the same person per month. Nominations will be removed from accounts that no longer have a ninja, because of course, if you have a ninja, you don't qualify. And this is so the top 5 get 0.02. That's a lot. Oh. And then the community vote is held, and the final winner gets a ninja plus a 10x whitelist multiplier for giveaways for 2 months. Which, by the way, last month that was the artist, and they got the 10x multiplier leading up to the orange-eyed OMB mint. So that was like perfect timing for that. We've also had some other like absolute bangers for whitelist. We have some of the best collab managers in the space. So this is definitely worth it. So if you guys do hold a ninja, definitely get in there and be helpful. Again, it's not something to be grinded out. It's something that we want to encourage, like actually contributing members that are like doing cool stuff or helping people out. The easiest example I can use is like Chris has made some really cool like animations and stuff. So yeah, literally just get in there and type in pizza and stuff like that. What do you guys think about this? This form of community incentive.
No, I love it. I love the constant voting and the constant, like, it makes you want to be in the community, and like it kind of gives you lots more reasons. And hey, it's weird to say it this way. I think there's lots of times things incentivize you to do something for the collection. This incentivizes you to do things for people in the collection, for people in the community, you know? So it's more of like an individual thing, like, oh, that person hooked it up, or that person did a really good job on that. And you like individually kind of give them the props for it. So I dig it.
I like it too. It's like a very like real way to say thank you, like a tangible way of like thanking somebody for like contributing in like some way. So I try to do it every time I of course like I'm there and like see somebody doing something helpful.
Yeah, I like it too, but honestly, I don't have too much time for Discord because if you work full time and have kids and whatnot, and then write content like deeper content with data analytics and stuff, I just don't have too much time. I mean, I would love to spend way more time with the community and in Discourse, but it's just not there. It's just like these 24 hours are done so fast. So
Well, now that you
I think
bring
I
when
think
you
I never
bring that up
even
there,
was.
Dogfather, you just gave me an idea. Like, I do think it'd be cool maybe to allocate like 2 of those to like really dope Twitter content that also use like Ninja PFPs for their content. Like, I think that would be cool. Like, kind of having the bottom 2 of like, I don't know how you would connect the 2. This would have to go like on the tooling level, so it might be a little hard to track. But like, if there's just like really cool content that incorporated some type of Ninja branding or Ninja style something, I could totally see that being a possibility of like, you know, oh, well, I don't have the time to be in Discord, but like I do have the time to write these really well written out threads or a post, and either I use my Ninja as the PFP or my Ninja in my branding and my thing. And you know, that can be, you know, sent pizzas. I think that's a great I think that'd be something really cool and possible in the future.
Yeah, like kind of like a creator fund or something. I'm sure Christy would love that.
A little bit. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys,
I like that. I like that.
think about it. I had I don't know 10 or so long form posts, probably like 500,000 views in total with the Ninja brand in there, and nobody sees that really. And I mean, you typically don't get a pizza for these type of things, but there's always like a pizza, like Dogfather Analytics, you know, Pirate Ninja in there as the brand.
I actually don't know
I'm not
a
against
lot
it.
of like.
I'm not against it at all.
Yeah, no, I
Scum?
love that idea. No, I was just gonna say I love that idea. I just wish more like teams would do that. I just feel like they're just like, oh, be part of the community, be part of the community, and you know, like everyone's time is money too, right? So like, not saying that everything should be transactional, but you know, just showing that appreciation and love for your community members goes a long way. So if there's some kind of a system that's not gamified and can be done well, like I think it's totally worth it.
Absolutely. I think one of the things, so we had a discussion the other day with a few other like editors and stuff. And we were talking about one of the dudes that every time anybody would say anything in spaces remotely decent, like halfway intelligent, they'd be like, clip it. And it became this thing about being like, just throw it to that guy. He's got nothing but time. He's just going to sit there and edit all damn day. Every time somebody said clip it, he's going to drop what he's doing and just, you know, heap on some more work to his thing. And it's like, that's not sustainable. That's like an absolute burnout recipe right there. And so I think, you know, when there are opportunities for people who, you know, like somebody who's going to write a really long thought out thread, it takes a lot of time. Someone who's going to do a long thought out, like quality edit, you put your head down, you look up, it's been 8 hours, right? And your average person's just like, cool, I'm going to get on Spaces and talk to my friends for an hour. And like, that was my job today. And I'm like, I don't know.
I don't think people realize, I mean, sorry, this is a little off topic, but this maybe from the creator perspective, if anyone wants to potentially do this and, you know, like say ninjas do like fund something like this, editing your own content, especially long form content, like something like this, where it's an hour long, it could take like 4 to 8 hours like to find the good stuff. And then you have to make it, you know, clickbaity and all that stuff. So it is a lot of work. So yeah, be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's really figured out. I'm talking like every NFT collection that I've seen, like a good creators program that's like beneficial to the creators, but also not like this like constant extraction from like the projects, whatever, like the project's funding, you know?
Right. Yeah.
So like, how do you balance that out? There's so many different ideas that like go through my head. One of them would be even though Ordinals don't really have like the secondary royalty, so that would kind of be out of the equation. But like when Elon did support like the hexagon PFPs, it would be kind of cool if like somebody did like buy your like a PFP from the collection that you're repping. If there was like an automatic royalty gone to you, that would have been really cool. You know, like if you're repping a DGod PFP and it sells, you get like a fee like the marketplace would. And it's like, boom, because you didn't really have to you didn't have to like use my referral down below in order to do this. It's just like somebody's like, yo, that looks cool. They click it, they go buy it, and then boom, something's sent to you. So even though Ordinals are a little different in that with the royalty aspect, like I do wonder if like something like that is possible. But one of the things I like about IP in this space is like the constant like development and learning of like how some of this stuff goes, the new ideas, the new innovations, and some people are still like, they're constantly stretching the boundaries and like trying new things. And I also think just like supporting people in your community is a big deal. Like even though that's not like a financial transactional thing, sharing, adding value. Hey, I think you should fix this next time. Here's what you can do better. Here, let me share this with my community. Like there's so much like input you could do, especially like a community of people that like want to create and like help each other. You're kind of like building each other up, opposed to just like you trying to do everything and everybody else like, extracting off like what you're doing.
100%. Yeah, it's very easy to be like, oh, pay us. But it's like, yeah, but you run out of money and there's nothing there for anybody. So, yeah, I think it is cool to watch, especially like with royalties coming and going, and then like there being all these different facets, especially like the most recent one was honestly kind of brutal. I gotta be honest, like with the shit coins, like that was much less of a group win and very more individualized huge wins that made everybody be like, oh, I'm not winning like that, I'm bad. But I do think all the metas coming and going so fast in the space is like you're gonna end up with cool end results where it's like incentives and rewards and and then just some of it too is like some people don't want the reward, they just want the inclusivity. They want the acknowledgement, you know what I mean? That's the reward, is like feeling like they're part of something that's cool and that they're appreciated. So very interesting space because of the blend of everybody participating. So inevitable that it comes out with
coming from the project side, just because I feel like not a lot of people get this view too, is like I like really go out of my way to try to make sure everybody feels supported, especially when they do something using their Ninja IP. It's very easy to miss something, and like I haven't really had this much happen in Ninjas, but I think, and I know you guys probably get this as well, but it's like you get to a certain point where you just get so many notifications, it's hard to like literally see everything that's going on, especially if you're running 6 accounts or whatever. And so like, there might be that like one thing that just like goes under, and it might really affect that person. But like, I would say this to the person out there, like, just go like, send a DM or like an individualized message of like, yo, I just did this, I'd like you to check it out or something. Cause, people just miss, like, it's easy to like miss things on the timeline.
Yeah.
I know we don't have that much time left, but I'm kind of curious. Like, do you think like Ninjas would ever like raise a seed round or something?
That would be a Trevor question. Yeah.
But it's like, what do you do with all that money?
What do we do with all that money? Bro, we build an empire like we're doing right now.
America's
we strategize. We rent a bus in New York City and we bring our holders to the best pizza restaurants in New York City. And then we do the same thing. Not the same thing. We one up it and all these other future IRL events. We create that creator incentive program. We create one of the best tools. I'm just going to say the best tool, like cross chains, of being able to wallet track, the fastest tool there is. Like there, I would say for us personally, there's so many things that we could do, we could use. But as far as like where that funding's coming or needing that funding or anything like that, I'm going to leave that for Trevor.
Hey, he shared a winky face, so
he shared a winky face.
Hey, big things coming in the Ninja community, guys.
I do want to we talked about this at the beginning, but so we had the Prophecy Mint, 45,000 mints on Gamma, probably the largest open mint Ordinals collection ever on Gamma. that grants you this early access to our tool that's coming up. And then, of course, having Ninja get you beta access. That tool is really cool. I, of course, got sneak peeks at it. I am really, really excited about it. And sometimes when people are asking about like runways or funding or whatever, like, what are you going to do with your mint funds? Like, we're literally like have some of the best developers like working on this tool. And this tool is designed to help you trade and to help you copy trade and follow some of the best whales, influencers, and so much more. Like building software like isn't cheap. So I'm not shy talking about this because there's literally like just for the art, and then the creators like Mekon, dude, I'll call him out. I'm holding a Mekon right now. That was like one of those like we might do stuff, we might not. They minted. Now it's just about the art and they're gone. It's like, so if people ever point at us like, where's the funding going? I'm like, look around. Like, we're doing events everywhere. We're building a tool. We're building a community. We're hosting shows. Like, we have a badass team. Like, we're out here, man.
Oh yeah.
Right on.
We get winky faces.
Also, this is small. I even like said to our Discord ahead of time that it was going to be small because like I don't want to like build up this like huge announcement and it like be like lackluster. But I'm excited about this. I don't know if you guys saw, but we got some. I actually want to talk a little bit in detail about this. We worked with Mariah. I don't know if you know Mariah Art Pro. Whoops, I accidentally almost added a different camera. But she has done work with Sappy Seals. She's done work with, I believe, D-Gods, some other really big projects in the space. She's an illustrator, and she's one of my favorite illustrators in the space. We worked with her to create some banners. That's our style. We worked on these banners for a while, man, and I'm really excited about the way they turned out. So we wanted something like Ninja's style. So of course, like we worked with her on that. We had the just like the Ninja style in our art style. This is all our from our branding kit. So this is all on brand with our colors. Mine, of course, wasn't like the best example of this because like I'm not an illustrator myself. I kind of liked incorporating some of my own like NFTs that I own like in it. I'm sure people are going to do things that look way better than this. But I was able to kind of take that and like add some cool stuff I thought was cool into mine. We also have another one that I actually didn't post. I posted in our Discord. Let me go and pull that up right now. It's a little bit more simple. Did I post it in our Discord? I'll need to go find it. We have another one that's a little bit more simple. The sides are like allow you if you want to like kind of like insert your own thing. And so we had another one designed as well. And this is just the start of, we're kind of talking about creator incentives and creator like some sort of creator program. We want to encourage people to use their IP and to like to use their Ninja IP and enhance it. And one of those things is making illustrations from all sorts, from like banners to like stickers and animations and all that kind of stuff. So we'll be working with Mariah a lot more. Right now we are actually, she's done with her recent bigger take on for like some of these creative kits. I'll go ahead and pull up this real quick. This was our other one. But that's something, that I think you can do for creators as well. Just give them like content, give them copies, that stuff that they can use. Here's our other one. I like it. It has like the sitting ninja, the frog ninja, the Minami. And I actually like the sides being blank a little bit. It kind of adds simplicity. Or if you're not really like the simple style person, you could, add your own thing there if you wanted like add your own thing. But yeah, what do you guys think about these banners and literally anything I just said?
Those are dope. Where can I get them? Tell me.
Follow Mariah. Is that it? Mariah?
No, so you can download directly on the Twitter. That should be the highest res possible. I think somebody said they tried to download this one and it was it might have been a little blurry. So I dropped the Google Drive in here. So if you're a Ninja watching this, if you just want to like DM me, I can hit you up with the Google Drive. If you like this one, I believe that the highest res possible is on the Twitter. If you have any problems with resolution, let me know. The other one, I'll drop the Google Drive and like pin it or something. But yeah, you can just save these and use these.
Yeah, that one's sick.
And this is literally just the beginning of a long-term partnership with Mariah. She's amazing. She's very professional, good to work with. I've really enjoyed working with her. Like I said, she's done a significant amount for Sappy Seals. I'll actually go ahead and show you because this is important for ninjas to know. Like, who are you guys working with on? I'm not hiring a Fiverr illustrator. Working with Mariah, and she's done like some of the coolest stuff. she does a lot of these like individualized like sticker animations. Basically, you know, if people want to. So we already have. Important to note that like you can already do stickers straight through Ninjas. So like let's go to like if you're not familiar with this, you can go to Pizza Ninjas. You can find your ninja. So this surprises me the amount of people that own a ninja and don't know this. So I just want to show this real quick. So you have my ninja. You go down and you click on content, and at the top right, you can actually like animate your ninja. So you can add a sticker, and if you want it to say like GM or awesome or win or whatever, you can add something right here, and then you apply it, and then you save it, and then boom, you have a ninja sticker that says GM. But you know, obviously, we're going to get a little bit more advanced. I have way too many tabs with the Mariah, and instead of just doing like these stickers, like we're going to have like, you know, a wider array of possibilities that you can do with your branding and stuff like that. And, you know, just imagine like your ninja, you know, being able to ride a scooter or eat some, you know, runes, or chill out on the couch after eating too much pizza, or have its own coffee. You know, the possibilities are there.
Yeah, let me just chime in, Chris. So I think banners are the most underrated thing on Twitter, on X. People often spend so much time and also energy on getting the right PFP, while the banner is actually really large and you can transport a message. So this is why I mean, if you really want to have a really cool ninja resume and a really cool ninja X profile, get one of those banners. I mean, they are really cool, high quality, and they fit, right? I mean, they fit with the colors and the style and everything. So highly recommended to do that. When I was rocking my and I think I will get back at some point in time my ninja, I really tried to have the same colors and the style and everything, that the banner really fits. I mean, nothing is worse than if the banner and the PFP don't fit together. So, and this is like super simple. Just choose one of the banners that fit, and you're good to go, right? And you're looking sleek and polished.
Yeah, you should definitely get back to it at some point, Dogfather. I do miss your ninja PFP, but I rock with Quancats too.
Man, that's the whole thing, right? If your account name is Dogfather and you rock a cat, I mean, this is really silly, right?
It's an oxymoron. It plays itself out.
yeah. So let's see. I have some ideas.
Yeah, man, for sure. You can always switch back and forth too. Chris and I were just talking about the benefits of the affiliate is, you know, switching on and off. But
dude, I wish I could schedule my stuff to change based on the shows that I do. Because I know at night I do stuff with a bunch of Utes. I know in the morning I do stuff with a bunch of Azuki. In the middle of the day, oftentimes, you know, it's like ordinal stuff. And I'm like, can I just like program something to be like, can you just rotate this out so it matches my content? Like when you're going through Netflix, you know, wouldn't it be dumb if it was always the same?
Would you pay for something like that?
Yeah, I'd pay for something like that. Come on.
Dude,
Maybe
we are coming up at the end. I do want each of us to kind of maybe say like one more thing. I just got to show all this. I don't even know if this is something people normally share. I just think it's so cool. Like these banners were like literally like hand drawn. So this was like the DMs.
Oh wow.
Of me and Mariah like working out like the style and everything like that. And like it's just so cool, man. Like that this came from scratch. And Mariah, I can't recommend Mariah enough. But again, we'll be working with her longer term, and got some really cool stuff in the works with her. But yeah, we are coming up at the end of the show, but we were kind of like in the middle of a lot. So I don't know if each person kind of wants to maybe say like, you know, one more thing regarding anything we talked about tonight before we wrap up.
I'll start. I'm just excited for NFT NYC. I know I'm going to be a little late, but better late than never. So I was able to I'm actually going for work the week after, but I was able to finagle my way to come a little bit earlier. So I'm really excited to see the crew, and yeah, can't wait to see what happens. I guess we have one more episode before then, right? Technically, but still?
No, because Chris and I will both be in. So that's I'm glad you brought that up.
Oh yeah.
No show next week. I doubt no show next week because like we'll be traveling. We'll be in NYC next Tuesday. Chris and I are getting there on Tuesday. So yeah, looking forward to meeting you at Tacoma.
Yeah, for sure.
I do have an idea.
IRL.
Something that I actually got yesterday from my rig. I'll even show you guys right now. Is when I shoot camera stuff, I do it on like a cool little. Here, I'll turn this up so you can see it for a second. So this camera, when I shoot, it's aiming forward, right? But then I could take my phone and I can hook it up right here, right? So I can actually do this and actually have this thing going with a live feed as well. So we might maybe be able to do like a video space while I'm filming different stuff in NYC and just do it. Oh, and then the other thing I was excited about is like, I forgot that I could just brand my shelves to Ninja. So I feel better. Okay, that's it. That's what I got.
Dogfather, any last word? Any final words?
Yeah, please have a juicy slice of pizza for me and a nice ice cold beer. Yeah, because I can't come for me. It's a bit like a long flight, always coming over to the US just for 2 or 3 days. So have one for me, please, and enjoy. Right, really enjoy. I mean, that's the cool thing. I went to Amsterdam last year, and really, this is so awesome to meet all the fine people you meet on the internet, and there are so many like super smart and kind people there. It's so cool to hook up. So enjoy.
Would love to meet you one day, Dogfather. Would love to meet you, and don't forget to come back to Ninjas on Twitter.
Love it.
Just giving you a hard time. Well, that's it, everybody. Thank you so much, chat, for being there. Brought up all the comments that we saw. No show next week. We'll see you guys the week after. It's been a great show. And I hope to catch a lot of you in New York City, whether it's at our event or one of the other events. We'll be there.